I'm Idiotech, and this is my PC review of Mad Games Tycoon. The game retails for $15 and is published and developed by one man in Germany. As a result, it does have a number of issues, and the early impression I got from this game was certainly not positive. I want to talk about the problems the game has first, then talk about the positives, and then give you my conclusion. So, the game does not tutorialize its systems very well at all. It basically teaches you how to make a room, how to place a door, how to build a desk, and how to hire someone and build your first game. It is not remotely comprehensive, and the game has a ton of depth when it comes to its gameplay systems, and so you will find yourself visiting wikis and watching YouTube videos to fully understand the systems available to you, and that could be frustrating and put off a number of people in the first couple of hours. However, if you push past that, it is an excellent game, and I'm going to get into some of the depth as we get into this review. Some other problems the game has is its visual production. The game doesn't look good, either in terms of its actual 3D rendering or in terms of its user interface. The user interface elements are very low resolution, and when scaled up to 1920 by 1080, they do not look sharp or crisp at all, so that's a problem. Also, the game assets themselves are pre-rendered, and if I'm going to be honest with you, it looks equivalent to like The Sims 1. So you are not playing this game for its visual presentation. You're also not playing this game for its audio production. The music is very repetitive, very Sims-esque, and I did not enjoy it in any way. The sound design is okay, it does what it needs to do, but it's nothing to write home about. What's good about this game is its gameplay systems. It's incredibly deep. If you ever played Game Dev Tycoon, then you may have noticed that that game is cool at first, but it lacks significant depth. This game resolves all of those problems. You have 4 main career paths. You can be a game developer. You can update your games. You can fix bugs in those games. You can make an MMO. You can make a free-to-play game. You can deal with all the business models that are associated with that. You can publish games. People will come to you and they'll offer you publishing deals. You can make that game, manufacture it, store it, ship it out to people. You can choose what goes in the box. You can set percentage and shares and all that sort of stuff. So you can do that as well. You can also develop engines and license them to other people, which is an also great way to make money. And finally, you can develop console hardware and sell that. So there's a ton of different options there for generating revenue. And in the beginning of the game, I think it's best to stick with one of them and then slowly branch out into the others once you have a stable income. The game is very hard early on, and you will fail regularly. The way the game designing system works is essentially you have to guess, and then you can do game reports and read fan letters that will tell you whether or not you're heading in the right direction with that genre. It's really cool, actually. I like that system a lot, and it sort of forces you to adopt a method that's more realistic, more true to life, in the sense that you can put a game out there, go, okay, it did okay in these areas, but these areas weren't so good, so we'll improve that next time, which is kind of how life works. So I really enjoy those gameplay systems. You can build various different rooms that will be used for development, rooms that will be used for the QA department. You can have a customer support department, a marketing department, an art director, a motion capture department. You can have a sound department. You can have server rooms. You can have staff rooms with vending machines and drinks. And all of these things add up to a quality level that is attributed to your office. And the higher your office quality level, the better people you can hire. You can also train people. So if someone's lacking in a certain skill you need, you can train people as well. There's a ton of depth to this game's gameplay systems, and you can continually upgrade your offices over time the more and more money you make. The game also has a number of speeds, difficulty modes. You can pick certain countries that will give you bonuses. There's a lot to consider when playing this game. Also, the gameplay options are very deep and allow you to customize certain features. Now, one complaint I did have was the research and development systems. Certain sections of the research and development system allow you to automatically research the next item in the list, but others don't. And that can be kind of time consuming because you constantly have to go back and click the next thing. And when there's a lot going on in the game, you can forget about that. Other than that, though, the gameplay systems are pretty damn solid, and it does only really run into the sort of stale problem you experience in these games quite late on. It took me 10 hours to really get to a stable position where I had about $2 billion, and I didn't really feel like anything in the game could really kill me completely. And at that point, you may want to start the game again and go down a different path. But for $15, man, the gameplay on offer here is unrivaled in any other games-based tycoon experience. So I have to recommend it. It's a really solid gameplay experience. It doesn't have great production. It doesn't have great sound. The tutorial system is abysmal. And if you are interested in the game, and there's enough interest in this game, I would actually be kind of interested in making a 15 to 20 minute tutorial just to explain how the mechanics work, go a bit more in depth. So if you are interested in something like that, let me know in the comments below and I might consider making it. But yeah, it's a strong recommendation from me. It falls short in the early stages of the game. It doesn't explain itself well, but if you can get past that, it's well worth your time and money. If you found this video helpful or useful in some way and you want to support my channel, you can do so by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps a ton. And if you want to support me financially, you can do so on Patreon. You'll find a link in the description box below for that. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.